YouTube for the Wawa 250 here from the Daytona International Speedway. Welcome on in, everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. Well, we are getting ready for this one. Xfinity Series at Daytona, and I believe we have recently had a lightning strike, so let me go ahead and bring up the lightning clock. Yeah, so we can see... Clock NASCAR. There we go. Countdown clock. Okay, that one does not have us on a delay, so I don't know if we are for sure under a delay or not. But yeah, we are waiting out the start of this NASCAR. Hey, go to how's it going? Going to the Speedway again tomorrow for the third time? All right, nice. Alright, so there we go. And we're just chilling out, though. We got 5 people hanging out in chat already. Thank you guys for everybody that's decided to spend a portion of your very valuable, what is it, Friday afternoon, Friday evening here with us. Thank you guys. And yeah, okay, yeah, it is Friday. When we have the 1 or 2 weekends of the year when we have, Xfinity as the first race of the weekend and it's a day earlier than usual, it just kind of throws me all for a loop. Alright, but yeah, we are here. We are chilling out, so hopefully everybody's having a good time. Okay, you were there this last weekend, and this weekend you're going with your friend. Alright, nice. Well, hopefully you guys have a good time. Alright, so there we go. Again, we are... Alright, they're coming back, and yep, so they have a big thing saying weather alert here. Okay, let's see. Attention race fans, be aware there is a threat of thunderstorms, including lightning, for this area. Please clear the grandstands, and the car covers are coming on. So we have definitely, we are definitely going under a rain delay here at the Speedway. So, yeah, lightning delay there. Okay, might be going to Unity next week. Well, we'll be back at Unity next week as well, so looking forward to it. But, yeah, so we are going to be... going under a weather delay. They are covering up the cars here, and I have no confidence or intel as to exactly what time we'll be going. So let's see. Let's see. Pull up our NASCAR lightning clock again. Clock NASCAR. Alright, so the website I usually use still has it as 00, so I don't know for sure if we're officially under the lightning clock. Again, broadcast doesn't have it up there, but yeah, they're talking about Austin Hill there. Austin Hill entering the playoffs with no playoff points despite 3 wins after his antics at Indy a couple weeks ago. But yeah, there we go. Again, we are chilling here. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so there we go. We're still under this weather delay here. Hopefully, we'll be going racing here shortly. Yeah, as of right now, I don't really know what the ETA is. But yeah, they did just go and cover all the cars and tell the fans to clear the grandstands, which tells me we're probably gonna be here for a minute. So, but yeah, here we go. There we go. They have already gone and brought colleague racing driver. Who is that? Is that Daniel Dye? It looks like maybe. All right, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. All right, there we go. All right, well. Alright, we are just chilling out here. We got 10 people hanging out in chat. Thank you guys for everybody that's decided that portion of it. It was cast at September 6th because they're doing Group 1 of Fan Appreciation Day. Alright. September 6th. That's gonna be. That one might not be possible. Just, purely I've got a personal thing going that day, so might not be an option, but I'll think about it, but again, I would not expect that one. So they're showing some highlights from Eckes' race here at Daytona earlier this year, which did not go his way. But yeah, there we go. So there we go. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time again. We're currently under a lightning delay. They're talking with Christian Eckes as the driver they've got on screen there. Alright, let's see. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, I did see that about the 24 team. Yeah, so William Byron's crew was ejected for, or not crew, but their crew was penalized for making an adjustment to the splitter after going through tech and qualifying got rained out. That unapproved adjustment is a massive penalty for them because it will cost them. Rudy Fugel, the crew chief, will be suspended for this for tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race. They will also have to start at the rear of the field. They forfeit pit selection, and will have to do a pass-through penalty on the first green flag lap, which means he is probably going to be starting basically a one lap behind the race, which is going to be really tough. Because even if he does get back on the lead lap, that's going to put him behind the 8 ball to try and get back onto the lead lap and driving through the entire field, which takes is a really tough thing. Based on what we've seen at the other plate races this year, they've kind of turned into mini plate tracks, so it's just something to keep an eye on as we get ready. So. Alright, so yeah, we are just chilling out here though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time again. Connor Zilic will get to start from the first position as he was the as he basically owned every metric, considering this all goes back to Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago for the Xfinity Series, as that was the last time they raced. So fastest lap of the day your finishing position in that race and your overall point standings are the three metrics that go all get averaged together for this rating. And obviously, Connor's Village points leader plus winning the race at Watkins Glen a week ago. He'll get to start first, but I am really curious to see what he'll do because, as I think is not really overly surprised by most people here, Connor Zilic, if you guys didn't see in the Xfinity Series race 2 weeks ago, took a nasty fall and actually broke his collarbone. But in the 13 days between then and now, he's had a surgery, and he is committed to at least running the first leg of this race. So we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it could. We definitely could be seeing I think he'll run probably until the first pit stop, and then he'll pit for after that first pit stop runs its course, he'll go ahead and hand the car over to Parker Kligerman. It sounds like so. Looking forward to it. Of course, all this is weather permitting, which again the radar not looking overly promising, at least not for the next hour, unfortunately. So we may be defaulting to time filler to a little bit of time fillers here. So we'll see what we're gonna end up doing here. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out though. I'm thinking we might honestly I might go ahead and say you guys want to get some gameplay going? We could go ahead and do some Mario Karting. Actually, Mario Kart could be quite a bit of fun. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna pull up the I will pull up the broadcast in another window here, so give me a second. And we will be going here. Interact. Okay, no, not that browser. We need this browser. Nope. Is that not the browser we needed either? Alright, properties. That is definitely not the browser we need. In fact, we can go ahead and get rid of that one. Okay. That one is the one I need to interact with. There we go.
Just wipe Santana. Oh.
There we go. Come on. Alright, so yeah, we are just Alright, so there we go. Daytona schedule, and then next weekend we have a split. We got a split race. We got trucks at trucks at Darlington. The Xfinity Series in Portland at 7:30 Eastern time, which is a very late race for for an Xfinity Series race. Alright, here we go. Give me a second, guys. Okay, so that's a completely different one to what I thought it was. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. We're just trying to iron out this, whatever this is. Okay, there we go. Alright, not quite what we were looking for. Come on. Oh, they got Cody Ware on screen talking with fans. Oh, there we go. Alright, that looks to be pretty good, and we should be able to go ahead and... Okay, yeah, that's a little ahead, but that's okay for now. Go ahead and turn on the switch. There we go. Also means I need my TV remote. We need HDMI 3. Alright. So, while I'm thinking about it, I am going to go ahead and just connect real quick, grab my mystery gift of the shiny Chen Pao, but then we'll go ahead and we'll hop over to Mario Kart. Since this is a racing one, ooh, we do have a first grand challenge. Let's see. Alright, so sign-ups are until September 4th. Which means the competition is the 5th through the 7th. Alright, we are obviously Master Division player, participation prize. And it is VGC Rules Reg H. Let's see, eligible Pokemon only. I just kind of want to know which regulation this is, because I've been out of it for a minute. Let's see. Alright. No Mew, no Mewtwo either. Wow. Okay, so we're going way back. No legendaries of any kind. Yeah, none of the Swords of Justice, none of any of that mess at the end of Gen 5. Okay. No, that actually looks like a fun format. I'm actually looking forward to the Grand Challenge. I'm definitely considering taking part in that for the over on the gaming channel. So if anyone enjoys video games, feel free to check that out over on the gaming channel. But yeah, there we go. Am I going to show the actual race? I cannot because of copyright rules. I can't show the actual broadcast. Not to mention we're currently at a lightning delay anyway. But no, I can't show the actual broadcast for copyright reasons. Alright, so we got our Chen Pao. Stop for now, yes. Alright, and then we're just gonna go ahead. Actually, let's see what the IVs we got on the Chen Pao are. Alright, wow. I was like, perfectly ready for competitive, no training needed. There we go. Put him into this box for now. But yeah, so we got the Muddy Kitty. Alright, well, it won't be usable in the tournament, but we'll figure out a fun team, hopefully. Yeah, maybe we'll start working on that on Monday's live stream. So on Mondays I've been doing a weekly stream over on my gaming channel. But let's go ahead and do some Mario Karting. But yeah, we are chilling here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Imagine if Harrison Burton goes back-to-back years of messing up playoff brackets at Daytona. Oh, we are uncovering the cars, it looks like. We are uncovering the automobiles. Alright, so there we go. Alright, Grand Prix. Driver, let's go. Let's see. But yeah, we are keeping this one updated. So yeah, it looks like drivers are. So if it was a lightning hold, they would have to go on an automatic 30-minute hold. If they have cleared that, means that the lightning struck shortly before we went live at 7:30. And yep, drivers are climbing into their cars. They're going to go ahead and get stacked up. So we may only do end up doing one race. I thought we were going to be, again, when I heard lightning delay, I assumed we were going to be gone for much longer. If I knew we were going to be this short, I would have just stayed on the big camera. But I'm guessing, considering it is TV, that it will probably be getting at least one more commercial break in the action. Driver second and whatnot as well as first. So yeah, we're just chilling out though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. We've got Donkey Kong out ahead of us. We're the Penguin in second and third place. Let's see. Behind us. That's good. That was kind of a. I have not played this game nearly enough to have mastered the rail riding mechanics to figure out how to jump perfectly up and down. There we go. Real quick battle there. Boom. Right. Cut that corner. Should have given us a decent amount of leeway going into this final lap. And of course, as soon as I get the lead, I get the lead. That feather, I don't really think that feather is an overly useful item. There we go. We got the, oh, someone's got the coin shell. Let's try and drift right in the path of the coins. There we go. Boom. Was able to red shell our opponents while they were doing their stuff, and let's go ahead and oh no! Oh, that was nearly terrible. That was nearly a disaster there. No, I cannot put the actual race up on the screen for you guys, for copyright reasons. But we will go ahead and quit out of this since their commercial, or their they cut back from commercial a whole lot quicker than I thought they were going to, so. Give me a second here. But yeah, I do my best to try and respect copyright. Yeah. And I apologize if that's hard to understand, because I get it. This day and age, there isn't a lot of people who respect copyright, and if you are looking for someone who is gonna go ahead and show you pirate the race or show you the race against copyright laws, feel free to go ahead and find them because I'm sure there's plenty of them around. So, but there we go. I've flipped it back on over. So, fastest lap of the race for full-time Xfinity Series drivers. So, Allgaier, the only driver to have gotten the fastest lap at more than two events. That's actually quite surprising there. There we go. Austin Hill getting strapped into his car as he will be rolling off from the 4th position here. 9 of his 13 wins have come on drafting tracks, including Atlanta and Talladega earlier this year. So, again, the RCR car is going to be the favorites, I think, no matter what it is at a drafting track. So, we'll have to wait and see if they can get it done again. For a friend, will we see round 2 of 19 versus 21? Well, is Eric Almirola in the 19 tonight? Because if not, then yeah, I don't think we'll see any infighting there. Let's see, who is in the 19 this week? Okay, Eric Almirola is in the 19. I don't think Eric Almirola is the kind of guy, especially considering that was a month and a half ago almost now. I don't think Eric Almirola is going to be going into it with the intention of looking for Hill. Now, if Hill goes and nearly junks him again, yeah, he might not be cutting the 21 very many breaks, but at least as of right now, I don't see any reason why Eric Almirola would be out to get Hill at the very moment, mainly because, again, the incident was months ago, and Hill was penalized for it by the sanctioning body, which is usually one of the biggest and one of the only realistic excuses for junking somebody on track is you feel like NASCAR isn't going to handle officiating the driver code yourself, so you have to do it. So, yeah, I don't think we'll see anything between them. Certainly not at this track and not under these circumstances. Again, if circumstances change later on in the night, well, let's say the 19 gets knocked out of the way or gets the nose chopped off by the 21, maybe we'll see something. But the 19 coming from 29th on the grid today, that's going to be a long way to have to come to go ahead and pull this one back. But yeah, there we go. Got that all set up. All right, there we go. Engines are fired, and we will be engines should be getting fired up right now. We'll be getting ready for this one. Let's see. Again, Parker Kligerman as the backup driver for the 88. That one's going to be interesting, especially if Connor Zilic keeps the track position for his until if they can maintain track position, that'll be interesting. There we go. We got the command to start the engines. They got a couple of people from Wawa corporate, and they've got the Wally the Goose out there. Get ready for it. Not sure the Goose can go ahead and yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, not sure the Goose can speak to scream the words, but there we go. Driver, start your engines. All the engines firing up, and we got ourselves 30, and 40 laps of racing ahead of us. So 3 stages of action, again, split up pretty close to evenly 30, and 40. Let's go ahead and skip around to ads here, but we do have a commercial break. But yeah, feel free to go ahead and message any other things you guys would like me to talk about throughout the stream, considering especially at Daytona. Let's see. Grown-ups playing with toy cars, that's really sick. And I say, if you're talking about me playing the Mario Kart game, yeah, I like video games. I know I'm kind of an adult, but I'm definitely still very much a kid at heart. If you're talking about anything else, I don't really know what you're referring to then. Alright, yeah, we got 16 people hanging out in chat already. Again, we got the Xfinity Series race. After a brief delay, we will be getting ready to go green flag racing here shortly. Alright, so there we go. Alright. Yeah, so we got Xfinity today, Cup Series tomorrow. Then we'll go ahead and we have so Xfinity today, Cup Series tomorrow, then Sunday. I don't have anything. I don't have any NASCAR stuff planned. I am going to be taking part in a Pokemon tournament tomorrow or Sunday, so that'll be fun. Hopefully, not sure I'm going to be able to film during it because it is because it's a cup. It's going to be a bigger one. Going to require more specificity to moving tables, so I'm not going to be as worried about trying to record there. Not to mention, I want to just focus on playing. But should be at least one, if not two, new Tales from the Card Table videos coming out, hopefully this week over on the gaming channel. On the usual Monday stream that we've been trying to establish over there for at least some consistent content flow. Again, I've been trying to get back into the rhythm of things. Brand new schedule got released. I haven't gotten a chance to put everything into video because I went and recorded a version of the video, and then literally as I was finalizing that, as I was exporting the video and getting the thumbnail done, we got the truck and Xfinity schedules, and it's like, great. So now I basically just have to re-record because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to talk about the Cup ones while not mentioning specifically. There's big news with the trucks. Trucks will be joining the IndyCar series at the downtown streets of St. Petersburg, which is a pretty interesting one there. I'm not sure I like the decision, but there we go. Cars rolling onto the track for Daytona. Let's go. But I'm definitely interested to see how it goes. Let's see. Alright, so there we go again. Parker Kligerman down there with the 88 team going to be taking over for Connor Zilic once we get the first caution flag of the evening. So there we go. Alright, so there we go. Again, Connor Zilic, he will start the race on the front row. I am really curious to see how that shoulder is going to be feeling once he starts getting up to 180, 190 miles an hour. Sam Mayer on the outside of that front row. Then we got Sammy Smith and Austin Hill row 2. We got, and then we got Justin Allgaier, the other driver, fighting for that regular season championship, along with Carson Kvapil in spot 6. But yeah, so again, Allgaier and Kvapil, row 2, row 3. Row 4 was Brandon Jones and Harrison Burton. Curious to see if Harrison Burton can shock the field at Daytona like he did last year in the Cup Series to get himself into the playoffs. So that'll be interesting. Then we got Eckes and Jesse Love running at your top 10. Dean Thompson, Brennan Poole coming from that, just outside the top 10. That'll be interesting. There we go. Let's go ahead and make sure that's all lined up properly. And wow, surprisingly, I got it on the first try. Let's go. All right. All right, there we go. Oh, Connor Zillard's gonna go ahead and he'll voluntarily drop to the rear of the field. Okay, so Connor Zillard's gonna voluntarily drop to the rear of the field to put himself in a better starting spot. Okay, which means I believe Sammy Smith, will inherit the pole position as actually it depends on which lane Connor Zillard chose. I assume that he will have chosen the top two, or you will have taken the bottom to allow Sammy Smith to inherit that front row spot, but all right, there we go. Jeb Burton, another super speedway ace that could definitely surprise the field here tonight. Alright, so here we go. Pace car is off. Green flag is out. We are racing here at Daytona. 100 laps to go. Let's go. Green flag is out. I did not realize that they'd already done the pass through on pit road to check pit road speed, but here we go. I don't know when the. I assume that there will be a comp caution for as there typically is with when you have a race that is rain delayed, but I don't know when or if that will be occurring, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But here we go again. Here we go. Sammy Smith on the inside of the 41, trying to do his best to try and take this one away here. All right, so there we go. so again, Mayer trying to get a run going up top. Problem with the Fords is that they just don't have the numbers the Chevys do. Again, Chevy has so many of these cars. You got Austin Hill trying to look to the outside, but the 41 able to block. Then you got the Junior Motorsports cars. That's 4 fast Chevys. Almost any time you come to these plate tracks. Again, as I mentioned, the RCR bunch. You've got the colleague bunch who are usually pretty decent at these super speedways. You got Jordan Anderson Racing with some fast Chevys as well. And really, outside of Harrison Burton, I think that is the only other Ford inside the top, 50? Jokes, but yeah, almost not really. All right, let me pull up the NASCAR things. I have a leaderboard I can scroll on. But yeah, no, I think legitimately after Harrison Burton, the next Ford for position would be Ryan Sieg. And he is not in any sort of position to go ahead and try and make this one happen. So. All right, so there we go. Coming down the back straightaway here, or sorry, not the back straightaway. That's the short shoot into turn 2 here. Yeah, so your next Ford for after Harrison Burton, your next Ford is Sheldon Creed in 21st. Yeah, Ryan Sieg in 24th, and then Kyle Sieg in 27th. Not a very stellar list there. So, again, the Ford's kind of on their own versus these Chevys. So, there we go. All right, so 5 laps in here. Again, we're looking for that. I don't know what lap the comp caution is expected for. I will say it's weird that the website would be behind what I'm seeing on the TV, especially when I hadn't even done a check to see if the TV was fully live. Okay, nope. I just rather refresh the wrong one. I refreshed the one that I was using for the screen. All right, now let's see if we got it lined back up again. Okay, wow, I'm getting pretty good at that. Alright, so again, 6 laps in here at Daytona. Again, Mayer versus Smith battling it out at the front of the field. I remember when we thought I remember there being some rumors last offseason that Sammy Smith might make that jump to Ford, but obviously he ends up staying there. Alright, so there we go. Again, the 88 of Zillage, he's kind of hanging back here. He's trying to just kind of figure this one out. Wait, he's only -1. That means he's within 7 positions of Allgaier already? What is he doing? No, he's way further back than 7 spots. He only had a 7-point lead coming into this, and Allgaier should be way higher than that, I would assume. Alright, so there we go. Sammy Smith is with a push from Allgaier. Sammy Smith able to get out ahead of Allgaier, and he's able to clear the outside line so he can start to potentially block the top line of the Ford. Got a lot of people jumping in and out of line here. That's sketchy anytime you see drivers starting to do that, popping out of line, because that's the time where you try and pop out of line, somebody else tries to fill that hole beneath you, and can very easily spark one of these big wrecks that I think Connor Zilic, and rightly so, Connor Zilic is very worried about. So. Oh, yep, there he goes. Harrison Burton at a side-by-side commercial break. As I was calling it, the Harrison Burton goes for a spin down the back straightaway. Looks like, though, no contact with the wall, and they're going to allow this one to stay green. Weird, because I think under almost any other situations, under most situations, I feel like that would have been an automatic caution, but no, it stays green, and Sam Mayer able to rock it back around the outside, and now he takes the decisive lead, and he can start to block both lanes. He goes down to the bottom, and here comes Austin Hill on the top. A wave of momentum up the top side here. And there we go. Austin Hill now got a nose out ahead of Sam Mayer there. So there we go. Harrison Burton still trying to roll back to pit road, I believe, as here comes the field of cars just rocketing by him here. They've narrowed it back down to 2 wide. No, I don't see a single car 3 wide, at least not at the moment here. But again, you've got 2 Junior Motorsports cars pushing the Chevy, and that debris. And yep, that is going to be a debris caution here. Debris caution for metal pieces on the racetrack from the 25 spin a moment ago. Caution flags out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Yellow's out for debris here. Sammy Smith to the bottom of the track trying to make the move on Sam Mayer. Sam on Sam action here as they come back from the commercial break. Waiting for them to actually have thrown the yellow. I've seen the... Oh, yeah, there it is. Yellow flag is out as they are doing all the on-screen graphics for coming back from commercial break. But yeah, again, the 25 the 25 of Harrison Burton makes it back to pit road, but not before leaving a sizable piece of metal debris back out on the racetrack. So that is the unfortunate one there. Alright, so there we go. So yeah, first caution flag. Now we will see, very likely we will see Zilic jump out of the car and allow Parker Kligerman to pilot that one to the checkered flag. I didn't even get a chance to see who that was off the nose of for the 25. Again, I feel terrible for Harrison because I don't know if he really did anything wrong there. Hard to tell from some of the angles that they've been showing, but man, left some big pieces of metal debris there on the track. So, and just looking at this one, yep, right up into the the 25 just got wiped out there by whoever there. And I say Harrison Burton didn't do anything wrong there. 30-point cushion on the playoff cut line prior to that, and I'll say that 30 points can all go away very quickly here. As yeah, he was spun around here. Let's see. There, he's holding his line very well, and just gets turned. Yeah, and he made no move down the track. I mean, a lot of the time, I'm willing to go ahead and take a guess as to who's at fault in this one, but yeah, Harrison Burton definitely not the one at fault here. Harrison Burton held his line very well, but now he's only got an 8-point lead over cousin Jeb. As Jeb Burton continues to get closer to that cut line, and here comes Zilich. He'll come down pit road to make that driver swap here, allow Parker Kligerman to get behind the wheel of that car. But glad to see Connor Zilich here at the racetrack driving the car, and hey, honestly, just not crashing was kind of the whole goal for these first 14 laps. Just even if you weren't going to be overly competitive, drop to the rear of the field and then just nurse it around there for the duration. All right, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. So they got the NASCAR official, I believe, standing there behind. Nope, that's a Junior Motorsports crew shirt. Not sure. Sorry, that was Kligerman. Okay, that was Kligerman standing back there watching. Kind of surprised NASCAR doesn't have a observer here, making sure that they aren't messing with the car in any sort of illegal fashions. Again, I assume that they would play by the rule here, so I'm curious to see what Connor Zilich is going to say, fresh out of being in the race car. So yeah, there we go. Connor Zilich, he's going to go ahead and essentially say some words here to his teammate Parker Kligerman as he gets set up. Again, they've got the caution period. They just need to make sure they don't lose a lap. That's the most important part here. Parker Kligerman, though, getting suited up. As I say, they gotta hurry this one up because the field is going to be coming around to lap them shortly. But yeah, definitely going to be looking forward to seeing how the rest of this involves. Is there a rain delay right now? No, they are on. They're under yellow flag for debris off the 25 car. The 25 of Harrison Burton got spun out the middle of the pack. Nothing he did wrong, and then left some metal debris out on track, and he lost 2 laps. So he'll get one of them back, but yeah, he got spun out by whoever that orange car was. I still have not gotten a great view of the actual spin, but the onboard suggests that he didn't do anything to cause that. There was a rain delay earlier on. But yeah, so right now though we're at a side-by-side commercial during the yellow flag here. 15 laps into this stage, so we are halfway through stage 1. All right, there we go. All right, yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. So again, we got Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Austin Hill, Allgaier, the front 4, Carson Kvapil. I'm kind of curious to see if the Junior Motorsports cars will all end up choosing to go together, or if they'll separate themselves out here. But yeah, we'll definitely have to check here. So again, also speaking of weather, it does look like there is some mist or rain potentially in the area, but luckily I have not seen any. I have not seen significant enough rain to warrant a red flag and a. There we go. Let's see. Alright, yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. They get new shoes coming this time by. Let's see. Alright, so there we go. Alright, here we go. They're talking to Zillich here out of the car. I'm really curious to hear this one. Let's see. Else everything felt okay for you in the car? Or in the cockpit? Alright. Alright, like I said before, and and re-injuring and re-injuring something. Excited to watch it and getting out of the car. It's fast as as fast as Xfinity Mobile. We'll do a good job. Drive it from the start of the race, and tough to get out of it, not being behind the wheel of the car. And this is going to be. I know I'm not good enough. Okay, so he's basically just saying that he knows he's not good enough to run this car as fast as it needs to run to be competitive for the WeatherTech number 88. But he also said it was that nobody pulled him out. It was the pre-planned decision that he went into this race knowing the first caution period he would get out of the car, and he said he made that decision because in the car he was definitely not feeling like he was going to be able to drive that thing. If he was starting to feel like he might have a shot at being able to drive that thing home to a victory, he probably would have stayed in the car and called the audible. But again, I don't think, based on the fact that he came out of the car, I don't think he's feeling too comfortable. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Here comes Clearman down pit road to get himself 4 tires and fuel here. The last pit stop was purely for the driver change. And then, they go ahead and get their service done, and they'll be back out there. So again, Parker Clearman getting in that car, trying to plan ahead here for this restart. And again, hoping Clearman can go ahead and get that car again. We know it's a fast Chevy, and they're going to go to commercial break. I'm going to run and use the bathroom real quick, and I will be right back, guys. All right, we are back and we are ready to go racing here shortly. Hopefully, we'll be back racing when we get back from the commercial. All right, there we go. All right, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? 20 out of 30 laps complete here. Still in. How would we run 7 caution laps for a debris caution? I mean, I know we probably added at least 1 lap in to help the 88 get their driver change done or whatever, but how are we still under this caution flag? I mean, come on. Losing 7 laps to a debris caution is insane. I legitimately want to know how on earth we lost 7 or more laps here to this caution period. Like, seriously, come on. 7 laps to a caution that is essentially only out because of debris? Okay, they're saying. Okay, I'm hearing some people saying that there's rain in the area, and that's why they've kept it yellow. So, yeah, I thought for sure that they would have been going back green by the time I was coming back from that bathroom break there. So yeah, there we go. Do. Oh, Rajah Cruz in this race. All right, nice. Love seeing Rajah Cruz. And here comes Kligerman back down pit road. All right, so yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. And the 88 coming back down pit road, going to top off on gas yet again for Parker Kligerman. All right, so here we go. Lights are off on the pace car. We're ready to go back racing. Yeah, I mean, I get the idea that you don't want to you don't want to bring them all down pit road, red flag it if it's going to be like a 2-minute rain delay, but also I feel like it's got to be. I feel like it's one of those things where you're in that really near impossible situation where you want to go back racing. Wait, what? Are they bringing the? They've been double filed. I thought they were getting ready to go back racing. Are they pulling it down for a? Oh, they're pulling it down for a red flag. No. Yeah, just light rain keeping them under caution here. Alright, so we go to yet another commercial break here. Hey Rumble, how's it going? Red flag, and we are yet again under the we're yet again under this red flag here. There we go. Will Harrison Burton be looked at during this red flag? I mean, he can. I don't know if he's parking particularly near his pit stall, but I mean, the team I think can look, but they cannot touch his car during the red flag. If they work on the car under red flag, I believe it is automatic DNF at that point. Just straight up, you're done right there and then. So again, it's light rain. We'll just kind of stay chatting here until we hear a word that it's either heavier rain or that we're going back racing. But again, whipping out a red flag after 9 laps of caution is insane. But yeah, so yep, red flag back up again. Meant his eye shoulder. If he doesn't get out of the car, he absolutely won't be getting looked at. If they do permit the drivers to get out of the car, will Harrison be looked at? Connor, I mean, I'm sure Connor is gonna has been getting looked at ever since he climbed out the car, even though he seemed perfectly fine on the interview they did with him. But I don't know about Harrison. I don't know why his eye/shoulder would be a problem. But yeah, if he has a medical issue, he can go to the infield care center. I don't know what the rule is on returning to the car from there, but also it comes down to if we think this red is going to be a long one. Personally, I hope it's not a very long red flag. Some of us have work tomorrow. Here we go. Cars are parked on the pit road here, coming back from commercial break. Yeah, I mean, if you were listening to Burton's radio and he was talking about an issue, because I didn't know of any kind of pre-existing issue or anything that happened during that spin that would have caused any sort of shoulder or eye issue. Okay, they are gonna. And I say they do have a NASCAR official or two, in talking to him. So, oh, there was debris inside the cockpit. Okay. So yeah, they are gonna go ahead and potentially check on him. But yeah, so debris ending up inside the cockpit is insane. We're so used to seeing debris on the racetrack, but I had never seen debris end up actually inside the cockpit there with him. So, yeah, I mean, they're going to go ahead and try and evaluate, see if he needs to get out and go to the infield care center. If so, I don't know what the status would be for returning to his car for the race. I don't think you're able to get checked and released from the infield care center anymore if you're trying to still run the race, but also if your eyesight is going to be impaired. you probably shouldn't be out there anyway. Alright, here we go. Let's see, what do we got? We're still at the, yeah, we're still at the red flag. What do you guys think? Another round of Mario Kart while we're waiting? Since, again, we have no idea how long this one might be. Considering the fact that I can go right back and forth between the two, let's go ahead and do it. That does mean I need to go ahead and keep this screen up here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got Mario Kart, and that means I need to go ahead and keep this screen up for chat. I'm gonna pull chat up on my phone so I can actually read it. How did it end up inside the car? Well, this car was coming apart from the inside. So from what it looked like because his car was, he was running over his own debris that was coming off the race car. It looked like some pieces of that might have gone up and ended up in his window net or whatever. And I was like, could be something coming apart inside the car, which would be really weird. But, as I say, he was spitting off a large percentage of debris there, so it would not surprise me if he was, if some of that debris ended up inside the car through the window net. Again, that would be an insanely unlucky situation, but as I say, I wouldn't rule that version of the truth out. Again, extremely unlikely? Yes, absolutely. Impossible? No, not really. There we go. Racing the same track again. I will say I definitely looking forward to when I do another video or two on this feel comfortable racing more than just these same 4 tracks. That triple mushroom, we gotta figure out when the best We're up to 3rd already. We got a nice okay, now we got 4 mushrooms while in 3rd place. Go ahead, boom. Double mushroom and triple mushroom there through that shortcut, and oh, we got our mushroom. Okay. Well, hey, at least we didn't give up the triple mushroom. That would have been really There's Donkey Kong rejoining the track out ahead of us. I'm keeping an eye on the broadcast to make sure if they do go back to the fly, back to yellow. Covering the race. Again, we are currently at a red flag for weather. Oh, come on. Well, at least the lightning will slow everybody down and not just me. Now I'm down to 5th here. Go ahead and draft off these guys, see if we can get some drafting going. Makes sense on a Daytona broadcast that we'd be talking a lot about drafting here. Oh, wow. As I say, 2 of us got knocked off the track there, and now I lost my form. That's unfortunate, especially with a whole group of racers here. Oh, come on! Oh, I got blue. I got hit by a blue shell. Oh, come on! Oh, we're getting absolutely obliterated here. And 8th. And 9th. Oh! I thought we were going to take one of those spots back. Okay. I got a little overexcited there. Hey, Amtrak Aviation and more. Watching the race on the CW. Okay. Yep. I am new. Yep. Okay. Yeah, again, right now we're just kind of waiting this one out because, again, right now the race is at a red flag. I'm keeping an eye on the broadcast on my other monitor, but as of right now, we're just kind of playing some Mario Kart to help pass the time while we wait for the race to go back racing. I hope we do at least get halfway in the night, because otherwise that would be a really annoying thing to get start the race on. That would make that the first race of the year, though. It would get postponed to the second half of the game, but a different day. And I don't think we've had a rain delay at all this year. I don't think we've had much, if any, rain delay this year. Obviously, we've had a couple that were like shortened due to rain, or or we had breaks in the middle of it due to rain. But I don't think we've actually had a full-on race canceled or postponed to a different day. Every cup race, for the most part, I think is finished on the day it was scheduled for. Alright, so we got a... Okay, there we go. Kind of blue shell these guys. Okay, we got the... okay, leader is in sight. Problem is, so is 6 other competitors. Got up into first there with a double item box. Get ourselves the come on, we red shelled this. Oh, come on! Alright. I'm holding on to this horn. Well, I was holding on to it mainly because I thought I was looking at the leader. And we get shocked, so we lose our horn. I was gonna say, because it's the only thing that reliably beats a blue shell outside of one. Come on! Boom. 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 Alright, that was a pretty efficient one. And we go ahead and we get 2 out of those 3. Alright, and now we got the hammer. And we're not going to get to Donkey Kong. We're going to come up second in that race. Alright, that's second. So we had a really bad finish in race 1. We get a better finish in race 2, bringing us up to a tie for a 3-way tie for 3rd place in points. We've got to figure out a way to beat Donkey Kong next race, because right now Donkey Kong's got a 2-race win streak, I believe, going. Or at the very least, he's averaging 15 points a race, which is not good. Actually, yeah, he would have to be. I believe 15 is the prize for don't get too early on the start. Heard our speed here. Yeah, everybody's drafting off of each other here. Yeah, they haven't covered the cars over, either that or they've uncovered them now. Keeping an eye on the 25 car for Harrison Burton. Right, we got 3 red shells and a yeah, we got 3 red shells and the blue here, so let's see. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So that's the leader. Gotta get on the rail. Oh, come on! Literally, as soon as I get on the rails to start boosting, I get blasted. Well, I guess there's no reason to really have that horn, and we got the horn off before the other thing. Let's go ahead and grab some mushrooms here. Yeah, with an 8th place run here, we are definitely not in a position to win this race. Certainly not doing anything about donkey at this point. So throw the blue out here and maybe we get some. Oh, the leader's right there? Pretty strange. I think that the leader is... Oh wow, we're already up. We're back up to 3rd place already? Wow. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just fireball stand here, see if we... Nope, I did not mean to burn up my mushroom there, but avoid a box here, and we are in 2nd place, only behind Dunk. Got him. He's got his, oh, there we go. We blast him with the, yeah. 2 more bananas as our protection here. Drifting. Okay, there's the finish, and we will take a victory. There we go. Again, still at the red flag, so there's no real issue there. Again, we're just kind of chilling this one out. I'm hoping we get something here, because, again, I'm waiting. Alright, next race. Boom. Alright, so clearly people aren't sticking around for Mario Kart. Okay. Note to self, don't do Mario Kart. Yeah, it's still the fun. Yeah, would love to be playing the new NASCAR game. But I don't have an Xbox set up. And obviously the new game, the cover gets revealed. Wow, that's gonna be something exciting. NASCAR 25 gets its official cover release tomorrow. Not sure who the cover athlete's gonna be. I hope they don't choose SVG. I don't think he would be the right choice for especially the American market. Maybe if you want to do a special New Zealand edition of the game, you could put him on there and probably make a ton of sales, honestly. But for the American ones, I mean, I don't think we've had a solo Chase Elliott on the hood on it. No, we had the Hendrick Motorsports guys on it in 2018 as a whole. Yeah, but I don't think we've actually had just Chase Elliott on it. Although I don't necessarily think that's the perfect choice here. Honestly, I think Ryan Blaney is ideally your kind of perfect match. Yeah, I think Ryan Blaney is probably the perfect person to have on the cover. Considering the trends of gaming, though, I could also see Logano, since he's the now 3-time and reigning champion at the moment, versus Ryan Blaney, who's only a 1-time champion last year, or from 2 years ago, and I don't think he's in a particularly great points position here. Wow, we screwed everyone in there. Right, we're gonna have to get close to be able to use these fireballs to great effect here. Oh. Yeah, nope. We cannot use this to great effect here. Ooh, avoid the barrel. Jump another one there. Boom. Avoid another barrel. Alright, there we go. Just toss the green shell. Maybe it does something, maybe it doesn't. steal a coin with the ghost, but we also get the semi-invulnerable. Let's go ahead and blast him before he gets his protection up from his item box. There we go. We actually managed to not lose a ton of speed going between the wall and the Florida. Boom. Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. And up to first. Let's go. No. We lose it at the last second on the momentum. Well, I think we were losing this one to DK regardless, because I think Donkey Kong first, second, and first. A near perfect day for Donkey Kong, but we do pull ourselves up into second place there with the win in the second place. So we recover from an 8th place finish pretty well. And we're still at the red flag, which is just insane that we're still under this thing. I'm curious how late they will go, because obviously we've seen them go late before. Alright, so there we go. Alright. So we got ourselves a silver trophy. Do we want to see another round of Mario Kart, or do we want to see Pokemon? Let's go Penguin. Not a vehicle I'm running. Basically, I'm just running for the looks of them. Go ahead and give this one a try here. Alright. So yeah, we're just chilling out though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time again. We'll be back with the race as soon as they come back from the they are coming back from commercial break. We are still at the red flag though. Once the red flag gets lifted, we'll switch right back on over. I've got it set up so we are literally like 2-3 taps away from being back on the race broadcast. Here we go. First race, starting dead last. 3, 2, 1, fight! Well, drive. Not Street Fighter, I guess. Apparently this game is not Street Fighter. Which means it's not a very accurate Mario, or not a very accurate NASCAR sim. And again, I don't know if mushrooms are a very accurate NASCAR sim either, but it would certainly be a lot more interesting if drivers actually did have power-ups. Which I actually saw someone suggesting that earlier today, and I was like, it'd be fun, but man, his version of it would be dangerous. But I do think there are some actual options to have quote-unquote power-up type things that could potentially make for fun gimmicks. Again, it just comes down to how much you're willing to gimmick up the racing to try and make it tolerable, because obviously the racing quality itself has been under fire for the last, really ever since this new car came. Because, yeah, this new car has had abysmal racing. Okay, there we go. We got a nice tight pack here in the battle for third. Or battle for first and third here. We get a singular mushroom. Gotta time this right. Just have to. Oh no! I hit the double item box. I thought I missed it. And there we go. Boom. Need a mushroom. Oh, come on! Give me the mushroom. Not gonna get there. I tried to gamble that one, and the mushroom didn't load fast enough. That was fun, but man, we were so close to getting that one. Alright, well, second place here. No, not a bad start. Again, they're talking about Parker Kligerman in that 88 car. Again, the fact that they haven't told the drivers to get out of the cars is a promising sign. Cars aren't covered up. Drivers haven't bolted out the cars yet. And without a crowd shot, it's hard to see if they've told the crowd to take compromises. Drivers are still in the cars. Boom! Double item box. I'm glad I managed to get that. I was not confident that I was going to be able to actually get both items on that double item box there. I'm going to go wide here for our landing spot. Jump. Oh, we get zapped just after the item box. Because now we're not going to have an item. Everybody behind us is. We got a double item box there, so we're going to be back to end up. Everybody behind us has the advantage of 4. Ran too close behind her. Gonna have to just double item box and hope for something better now we're at second. Second place items usually are a little better than first place, but like for example, you're more likely to get a mushroom when you're trailing versus when you're out eating them. So it gives the person leading extra advantage. Like mushrooms, or certainly not things like golden mushrooms, which I don't think is possible. Yeah. Go! I was not close enough on that one. Okay, here we go. 2 coins and a boost panel, jump, trick, double item box. Need a red shell or a mushroom here. And we get defensive items only. Oh, and they got the triple jump. Okay. Now, that one hurt. Let's see. And they're still doing interviews here. They got Dale Jr., I believe, on right now. Actually, is it Dale Jr. on the cover? Is this the year that Jr. got inducted into the Hall of Fame, or was that a year or two ago now? Like, obviously they have the Hall of Fame edition, or they have the Hall of Fame thing where they do the one NASCAR Hall of Famer getting a version. There's Jeff Gordon version, and there was a Stewart version the year after that. And there was, I think, the Bobby Labonte, I think, was the feature for the Legend edition for 2021 edition. I think he was inducted into the Hall of Fame years earlier than that. Wow, we are very much in a drafting pack here. Yeah, we got ourselves a whole stack of cars here. Stay behind the driver here, get that boost. The good thing is I can boost right across this desert area here and jump up 2 spots. Get a little item box. While 8 we'll have access to decent item sets, and especially when there's a crowd of cars here. We'll be able to jump up and grab, there we go. I didn't really need to use that. I was in a single right? Go ahead and use it now. Right, here we go. Blue Shell's gonna take out the leader. We're gonna go ahead and mushroom ahead just on the straightaway here, since I don't really feel too comfortable drifting. Mushroom into the double item box. Okay, we got our coins to boost our overall top speed. The Nevada, I think, is actually helping quite a bit. our shell quite a bit against the red shell. Somehow we get green shells around it. Alright, here we go, final lap. Let's see. Out in front here, we've got our banana peel behind us. Fighting us against the red, potentially from the red shell. Okay, there we go. We managed to get both items used before we went over the double item box. Boom. Boom. Let's go ahead and just boom. Get our double item box going. Oh, come on, give me. Oh, I was hoping for protection from the blue shell. Nope. And now we're gonna get Mario Karted here literally on the final corner, right? Yeah, literally last straightaway here before we get it and we come home fifth. That one sucked. That was unfortunate there. Oh, that is gonna put us at 33 points. Oh. Has Daisy's literally had a perfect Grand Prix so far. First. In the first 3 races, we got 1 race left here. Let's see if we can get this. I will say, I've actually quite enjoyed Mario Kart World, though. Been a pretty good change up from traditional Mario Kart. I do like the 24-player lobbies. I'm not sure how I feel about I kind of like the standard. If there was a way to like actually games, you know, if like if when you're doing online, if you can set it to like, hey, I want 12-person lobby, 24-person, 16. Some other multiple, or you'd be like, yep, that's the version of the rule set. Obviously, if you're in a private room and you only have 5 of you in the lobby and you go no AI, you're not going to get or no CPU, I guess, would be the correct term. Then you won't get any CPUs. There we go. Get the double item box. Go ahead and just throw that, because honestly, I'm not too worried. Oh, we actually did. Yeah. And we get lightning, so the double item box literally didn't matter. Let's see. Ooh. Again. I'm always about trying to get as many items as possible, because I think if I have more items than my opponents, I should be able to, if I'm using them properly, be able to literally not see where I'm going. We lost a couple of spots there. Get Mario Kart again. Got the item box. And now we get to go ahead and tame it all the people ahead of us. To like Goomba. Gotta figure out a better way to take that corner. Same time, we're actually run that corner, and yeah, we're gonna come home fourth. I had no idea what I was doing in that race, but 4th place there. Looks like it is gonna be a perfect race, though. Oh no! Daisy lost the perfect day. Still gonna get a 1st place finish. We'll get a 2nd. Maybe Daisy. Alright. So again, we're just kind of waiting to see if we'll when and if we'll get back racing tonight. Mario Kart. So again, if you guys want to see me switch over to Pokemon, just let me know. Until I see otherwise, we're gonna just keep playing some. We're gonna keep playing this. Another new vehicle. Let's go. Boom. And it's gonna be a pipe. Again. Where's my, there's the hydro thing. Let's go ahead and try this one again and see if we can maybe get a little bit better on that final course, because that final course was abysmal, and the fact that we haven't played this one very much makes it at least a little bit different from what you guys may have seen on some of my other streams. Again, we're playing through some Mario Kart World while we wait for, this thing to go back, we wait for the broadcast to go back. There's the yellow flag. First race. Let's hope we can start off on the right foot here with a win. 2, 1, go! Off track and didn't get an item because Daisy stole the item box right ahead of me. And it had a but with the mushroom it was up that first corner. Into the next item set. I'm just gonna go boom, boom, and boom. Pretty far away, and we take first. Now we're up to first here with a triple green shell. There we go. We finally kind of figured out a good flow through there. I'm usually relying on having a mushroom in there. Still definitely helps. The fact that we got lightning just before the item set helps. Okay, so we're back up to 11 points here in this next item set. Boom. 12 coins, 14 coins, and we're gonna get, okay, we're gonna have to navigate a maze here. Wow, the fact that I actually made it through that maze without a problem is insane, and we're gonna lose the race to Daisy across the line. But the fact that we didn't actually get completely wrecked in that giant maze at the end was insane. Alright, so we'll see if we can go ahead and try and catch back up here on points. Again, we didn't have the best race 1. Maybe race 2 will be better. And by not the best, I mean we literally came up one spot off the best. There we go. We got a nice big jump start here on the initial jump. Road there is going to suck a little bit. Let's see if we can race to that double item box. We're going to just go ahead and boost through some off-road. Oh, come on! We're just going to throw that into the double item box here. That item selection sucks. Not looking to take out Petey because he's way too close. I kind of want to shoot this from. Oh! There we go. I had to shoot it before I went through the item box. Unfortunately, it's help us. There we go. Triple one. Boom, boom, boom. Couldn't really space them out perfectly, but I needed to get rid of them before we went into that triple item box. So we went into the double item box. Last time we missed the double item box. Just grabbed it. Alright, so we're in 5th right now. We're still top 5, which is something. Yep, one item here. We've got a mushroom. We've got to figure out the right timing to use it here. Oh. Oh wow. We actually managed to get through that without a whole lot of issues. Mushroom into the... Oh, yeah, here we go. Ah, there we go. Oh no, we missed the landing pad. We're in 5th place here, coming to the line. Oh. And we get 5th. Okay, at least we held on to 5th there. That was not looking good. Alright, so there we go. Well, while Daisy manages to sneak away with our 2nd win of the Grand Prix, we managed to sneak away with a 5th place finish. They're continuing to dry the track. Oh, we have gone back yellow. Okay, we have gone back yellow. Okay, they're doing another commercial break, so at least a little bit of time, but they are going to go back yellow flag racing here. So we will continue to log laps here and get ready for the run to the interstate. Again, after say almost a third of this stage being run under the caution flag, I am looking forward to having some real racing back at the end of the stage. Gotta go a little wider here, get the double item box. 10th place right now. Are you kidding me? A double item box in 10th place and we get a boomerang, a singular mushroom, and a boomerang. Alright, well, I managed to blow up the boomerang one there. We can actually have it. Both item spots open here for this. There we go. Finally got it. Oh wow, we do that right into all of them. Right, get our 2 points up. Boom. So I go straight here, boom. No coins, but I do want to say you lined up straight double item box. Only reason to grab them both was if people were right behind me to try and grab it too. Yeah, they are right there. Alright, we've got our full speed up here now, so we're going to have to try and be efficient. So we got max speed for one final lap here. We got an item box, we got 2 spots we need to gain. Let's try and draft off the guy with a mushroom. Oh wow, we got lucky there that we didn't get hit by the blue shell head. Oh, we were luckier that we were able to jump through that. Yeah, getting ready for this one. Boom. Up. Boom. Double item box. Oh no, we went too high and lost 3 spots on that one. Yeah, if that had been a glider, we would have been able to keep our spot and been able to save that. But because it's just up and over, the loot, and we come back 3rd. That one hurt. That one hurt to see. And again, Daisy with a perfect race one, and now, barring a complete failure by Daisy, I cannot win this GP. Oh, we are. Alright, we are getting ready to go back racing. So let's go ahead and flip this back around. Boom. Alright, and let's go ahead and flip this. Oh, no, wrong screen. There we go. Back to here. Ready to go back racing. Here we go. Pace car is off. Field in the hands of Mayer and Smith. Sam and Sammy. Green, 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 green flags out. Mayer the leader. Sammy Smith on the inside. Road 1. Gonna try and see if he can build this one up. Everybody's getting ready to go back racing. 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go there. Yep, I was aware. I was just finishing out that race because I had already started it when the red had lifted. So, but yeah, here we go. We're back to racing here. 7 laps to go in stage number 1. Still a long way to go tonight. Sammy Smith with the help from the teammate on the back bumper here. Yeah, say those 2 teammates getting lined up. I believe behind them is another teammate, and Carson Quapple, I believe, is gotten lined up with his 2 teammates on the bottom there. So, 3 Junior Motorsports cars on the inside. Meanwhile, you got Sam Mayer, Austin Hill, and Brandon Jones on that top line. 3 different manufacturers in the front 3 rows. Granted, they kind of have to help each other to try and help themselves, but that would not be the type of teammate I would want to make sure I'm having if I'm getting close. So, there we go. Alright, so again, the drag race down the back straightaway. 3 Junior Motorsports teammates and Matt Benedetto on the back bumper here. All of them trying to just push this front line forward. Meanwhile, Justin Haley in the 7-Eleven car here, making a start for starting in the number 11 here. Trying to see if Collie can find some of that lost speed that they used to have back when they had Haley, Ross Chastain, and Allmendinger as their 3 Xfinity Series drivers. Because they lost a bunch of that speed over the last 2-3 years, and this year being one of the most mediocre, they ended up replacing Josh Williams mid-season with this rotation of Cup and veteran drivers. All right, Red Sox leading in the 9th. Let's go. All right, so again, the inside line absolutely dominant here. 5 laps to go. Top line's done a very good job. Very admirable to have stayed this competitive for this long, but at some point, 4 laps to go, and let's see. So yeah, there we go. Again, Sammy and Allgaier are getting a good push here. Wow, a really good push there. But honestly, Austin Hill on the top side, keeping it pretty well equaled out there. Is a biggest mover since the restart. You've got Love up 16 spots on the restart. Klingerman's up 5. Amarola up 6. We got a lot of good running going here. Blaine Perkins currently in 15th, having the best lap of the day so far. Oh, man, we're starting to get very late here on the East Coast. Again, Sammy Smith, Sam Mayer, Allgaier the front 3. Austin Hill to 4th. Christian Eck is entering the conversation here in the top 5. So there we go. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. 2 laps to go, 2 more times around. Down the back straightaway, Sammy versus Sam. Mayer and Smith. Hill and Allgaier. Do we see somebody dump somebody else for the lead and potentially the playoff point? Again, side by side. Looking for 2 laps to go. It'll be 1 lap to go at the line. All right, here we go. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. Sammy versus Sam. Sammy Smith on the inside, Sam Mayer on the outside. A train of three junior motorsports cars on that inside, but Austin Hill making a very valiant effort to go ahead and push the 41 of Sam Mayer, who has kind of been left up here without much of a teammate to speak of, as he is the only Ford inside the top. 10 to 15 right now. Really looking kind of lonely there as his teammate all the way back in 15th. Oh, big crash! Multiple cars spinning here. We got the 54 of Taylor Gray going around. Caution flag flies on the last lap. And who's going to be scored the leader? Sammy Smith is going to take the stage win, it looks like. We'll have to wait and see how they officially score this, because that was insane. Let's see, Carson Kvapil coming down pit road after that one. And yeah, no idea what caused that, but that was insane. Again, the 54 getting involved there. Let's see, are there any other drivers involved in that caution? All right, well, the 54 actually looks repairable, honestly. I would not hate to be in that 54 car if I had to pick. Again, Kvapil currently on pit road. They're assessing to probably some damage picked up in the crash as well. Man, there we go. That was a pretty good clip, though. Again, Sammy Smith running it down to the checkered flag there. All right, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. So yeah, there we go. Matt Benedetto goes to the bottom of the racetrack here, trying to jump some spots, possibly flirting with a yellow line, and then it looks like maybe Jeb Burton and the 1 car connect, and then the 26 of Dean Thompson is what led to the 54 spinning. So let's see. Down this back straightaway, is there? This is 99 of Harrison Burton got loose, gets alongside, nice and clean. And then the camera focuses on the spinning race car as per usual. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Just watching this replay over and over again. It's like, okay, I'm not sure the Matt Benedetto. I think he may have been below the double yellow line. Or at least treading dangerously when he made that decision, but go. Alright, so there we go. Time of caution. Again, Sammy Smith out in front of the field. And this is what they're going to be going back to for the time of caution here. As to who was ahead of who. Oh, man. Man, I am really tired here. The fact that this race has been delayed basically an hour and a half, 2 hours, because we are currently 2 hours in. And yeah, it's basically an hour delay. All right, so here we go. Austin Hill, Mayer, Sammy Smith, and DeBenedetto all on pit road here, all looking for fast tires and full fuel tanks. Eric Almirola jumping up 13 spots on pit road. Mayer jumps up one. A couple of other drivers jumping up a spot or two, but mostly it's going to be, yeah, pretty much all pretty cut and dry here. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. I'm gonna let this go to a commercial break, and we will go ahead and I'll be right back. we are back and we are ready to go here. Be careful of Amtrak Aviation. He wants you to show off the video and get banned. If you don't, he gets toxic. Well, as of right now, he hasn't done outside of just spamming the chat when he first popped in, which was a little annoying. Hasn't done anything. In fact, he's one of the few people who hasn't asked me to show the race. But here we go. Green flags out. We are back to racing. But yeah, I do know enough, and I respect copyright enough not to go ahead and just blatantly break it by going ahead and doing it. But we got Parker Kligerman up into the top 5. Let's go. Parker Kligerman actually onto the front row. Sorry, not just up into the top 5. Kligerman side by side with Jesse Love, the winner here in the spring. What do you call the February race at Daytona? Because February is not spring, but it's not fall. Is it winter? Because winter could also. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's the season opening Daytona race, but still. Yeah, again, Kligerman versus Love down the front straightaway here, side by side. You've got two non-Chevys behind them. Yeah, you got a Ford and Sam Mayer who's basically locked onto that rear bumper and massive push to Jesse Love, giving a great push to Love. Love's now out in front of the field and can now block both lanes. Goes down to the bottom to cover off Parker Kligerman. Again, Kligerman getting some good help here from the 88 team in Junior Motorsports. Again, the fact that Junior Motorsports stepped up to and let Kligerman be the relief driver, that is a great day for him. Alright, so yeah, we're 2 hours into the stream here, and we've barely crossed the 30. We're not even at 40 laps completed yet. Yay. Alright, so there we go. Again, Jesse Love out in front of the field trying to block both lanes, and speaking of both lanes, there's now a third lane developing here as Kligerman trying to figure out how he's going to block both Sammy Smith in the middle and Eric Almirola on the bottom. One of those is a Chevy teammate too, which you always got to think about. Ooh, some, a little bit loose there in the middle of the racetrack here. Sammy Smith not looking as stable as you would like here. Smith to the bottom of the racetrack gonna go with his teammate trying to help push. Here comes Brandon Jones, former Junior Motorsports driver. Side by side here as they were working their way through this one. Here comes Sammy Smith to the back bumper. Just don't want to wreck your teammate. Give a nice good push. Try and help him get clear of the lead. Maybe even help yourself get clear of the lead. To where the two of you can both block for first and second. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's see. Daniel Dye up to... There's like Daniel Dye getting in the mix here, moving his way up towards this front 5. And yeah, you've got 3 by 3 by 3, all behind the front 3. And so you got Kligerman, Love, Smith. Those 3 are clear right now of each other. And then, Carson Kvapil coming to pit road. It looks like maybe a flat tire on the one car. Not sure what the issue is there. We did see them working on some repair work on the side door there, following the first caution of the night there. So perhaps that's coming back to bite them. Here we go. Here comes the 11 of Haley to the bottom of the racetrack. The 8 of Sammy Smith trying to potentially use some of that momentum to try and get to the outside of the 88. I don't know if that's the right move. Parker Kligerman, an experienced super speedway racer. He's done very well at these speedways before. So I'm not sure I would want to leave my hands in... Yeah, there we go. There we go, and yeah, there goes Clearman getting taken 3 wide as Haley goes to the bottom of the racetrack, and they are gonna go ahead and filter 2 lanes of traffic all around them. Just completely freight train them, bury him in traffic, and now cut up in front of him and use him as a pusher here. Alright, so again, 12 laps into this stage. We're working our way through the second stage, at least somewhat efficiently, but again, right now we're just we're hoping for the best here. Dean Thompson up 21 spots since the restart. And lights are a little harsh. Let's try turning down the lights. There we go. Should hopefully still be bright enough. If it isn't, I can adjust, but this way the room's just not so bright on me when I'm staring at the white walls. Alright, so there we go, going to their to a side-by-side commercial break again. Haley's gotten himself to the lead. Burton's up to the top inside line. Alright, so there we go. And this the play racing actually has been pretty decent here. Again, you've got Haley up to the top. You got Burton trying to generate some momentum behind. Alright, let's see. 14 I was like 14 laps into this stage. We're working our way through this one pretty effectively. Alright, there we go. The Red Sox score just goes final, and we are side by side behind the leader here. Alright, so there we go. Let's see. We're just kind of looking up and down this grid, trying to see. Oh, we got 3 wide back a little bit further in the pack there. 3 wide. And that is sketchy. That outside line has no real help behind it. I believe that's Sam Mayer at the very top, and their problem is on the straightaways, the 2 lanes end up becoming the top 2. And the bottom lane is the one that kind of gets left all by itself on the straightaway. But then in the corners, so those bottom 2 lanes that instantly become pretty available. So Here we go. Jesse Love with a nice run on the bottom of the racetrack, coming up and gonna try and challenge Haley for the lead. .006. Haley over Love there. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Oh, we got going side by side. Everybody's swerving side to side here. Haley hanging on. Currently in first. After starting the race in 21st there. Alright, there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. As they going up to the top, Haley looking to try and block Sheldon Creed. And here we go, Sheldon Creed coming with a head of steam here. Let's say a couple of Ford drivers on that top line. And, Jesse Love with an aggressive block to go ahead and jump in front of it. There we go. Jesse Love with an aggressive block. As he manages to vault himself way out and ahead. The problem is right now you've got not even really all that much of a problem, but with Jeb Burton right there, he could very much affect the playoff chances for some of these drivers if he's able to get into that lead spot. I don't know if he's above or below the cut line right now based on how the points are as they run, but I know he is one of those drivers in and around that cut line, so if he could win this, that would take him out of the equation. It would be one more driver you have to worry about in the playoffs. A bit of a slow up in that outside line. Four wide between Quapple. You've got the, I'm not even sure who those other cars are. You got the 16 Eckes, the 42 of Alfredo there for a moment, and looks like Dean Thompson in the 26 were the other cars involved. 4 wide. And we are now 20 laps completed here. We have crossed the halfway mark, lap 51. The race will end tonight, even if it is much, much later. Alright, so there we go. Again, we are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. So yeah, there we go. Looking at the bottom of the racetrack goes Love looking at the bottom of the... Sammy Smith looking underneath Love. Sorry, got the two red and white cars mixed up. But yeah, so here we go. Sammy Smith, no help on the bottom, trying to make it work. Alright, so again, 9 laps to go here. They're working their way towards the end of the stage, and this stage has actually gone by pretty quick. If it wasn't for that very first caution, it just took forever, and then obviously the red flag that ensued. And here we go. Everybody trying to poke out a line here. Everybody jumping to the bottom of the racetrack. Alright, so yeah, right now they're working their way through this one. Yeah, Jesse Love out in front of the field. He's got his teammate Austin Hill behind him. Those two RCR cars are formidable. You've got Anthony Alfredo trying to insert himself into the mix. Again, we've kind of joked in the past about him trying to potentially insert himself as a RCR driver back for them. Alright, so here we go again. We're just working our way through this one. Working our way through this one. Again, the two RCR cars out in front of the field here. Creed giving a good push to Hill here. Former teammates, no. It's definitely not an amicable split between those two, but Sheldon Creed just doing his job right now, giving a nice strong push to the 21. gets all three of them clear the inside. All three of those guys now clear the inside and can start to block however they feel like it. Alright, come on, let's see. Oh man, yeah, I am definitely running on fumes here tonight. Yes, yeah, there you go. 27 Alright, so yeah, we're working our way through this one though. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, so yeah, we're just working our way through this one. Austin Hill to the bottom, gonna try and challenge his teammate for the lead. Ah, man, I am really starting to run low on energy here. I apologize. It's just been a long day, and honestly, I really shouldn't go much further because I'll set a goal. We're gonna try and see if this race gets over by 11. I'm gonna set 11 as our end time. If we can go till 11, um, if we get the race over by 11, I won't have to call it early. If we do hit 11 o'clock, I'm going to probably have to go to bed because I have work at 5 a.m. tomorrow. So, there we go. All right. So, we got 4 laps to go here. Everybody's getting grouped up. The 2 RCR cars out in front of the field. You got 2 lanes of traffic here. Down, as I hill to the bottom, trying to hold off Allgaier here, versus the outside lane with the less experience here. Again, that experience when it comes to battling when it comes to battling for track position here, it is going to be imperative that you are as patient and assertive at the right times as you can be. Just a question of how do you balance being patient versus being assertive. All right, so here we go again. Love and Hill. Oh, they're dicing it up on each other. Austin Hill nearly wrecks himself to the middle of the racetrack. Justin Allgaier looking to the lead. Spin behind. We got Sammy Smith goes around, and that's going to end this stage on William Sawalich, and they are going every which way. Everybody's scattering, trying to avoid them. And Sammy Smith gets spun out while running inside the top 10. Looks like it's going to be Love. Allgaier, Creed. Hill drops to 4th on that one. That was an awful spot for Hill on that one. Alright, so there we go. How many junior motorsports cars are there in this race? There's 2. Three, 4. All right, so there we go. But yeah, let's see. The battle for this final spot again. Austin Hill nearly lost it on kind of that middle lane between himself and Love. Yeah, Allgaier, bottom of the racetrack, gets that one in front of him, and just the melee behind takes the dominance of the screen there. So there we go. Again, we're just chilling out here, but it has been a long day. I've been up since. There we go. Time of caution again. This time, very clearly, Allgaier the race leader, so Allgaier will win the stage. All right, there we go. So it's going to be Allgaier, Love, Eckes, Hill, Creed, the top 5 in that stage. Dean Thompson, Burton, Gray, Jones, and Sieg all getting out of that stage with some points. Man, that was chaotic here. Again, not gonna be a great points day for the 88 of Connor Zilich, but with Parker Clearman, at least not on the stage points day. But if Clearman can get you a good finish at the end of this one, you can avoid losing out on a ton of points to Allgaier, and maybe you'll be able to only be down, say, 5 to 7 points. Because again, Zilich came into this race with a 7-point advantage on Allgaier, so. There we go. Alright, so again, we are just chilling out here. We've only got 40 laps to go, so it'll be a nice quick one to the checkers here, hopefully. But man, that was crazy. Man. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Man. Again, I'm just trying to get to the end of this one because it has been a long day. Got up around 4 a.m. It is now 10 p.m. I mean, that's like, what? Nearly because 4 to 4 would be 12 hours. Then an additional 6, so we're at 18 hours so far today. Man, I mean, I try to keep this going, but man, it is a long one here. Let's see. All right. Okay, we're just chilling out here. We got the Xfinity Series. A bit of news on the Xfinity Series front. They have a new title sponsor for next year, so it will not be called the Xfinity Series. It'll instead be the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Expect me to mix that name up about 90% of the time. Similar to all the people who still call it the Busch Series, although I think a lot of them do that by choice and not by mistake. And yeah, just so many cars involved in that carnage there. Again, Austin Hill was an amazing save, and then everybody else just kind of filters in around him. So yeah, there we go again. We are chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, there we go. Going to the that's it. They've got the in studio booth there. Or yeah, it looks like some sort of green screen room or something. So Connors Village currently 24 points behind Justin Allgaier as they run for that regular season championship. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. 38 laps to go. Pit road is open this time by, and we're gonna have all these drivers coming down for what will probably be their final stops of the day, or at least final intentional stops. So here we go. Let's set up a little bit better here. Let's see what we got. Coming to pit road, it's gonna be Hill, Creed, Love, and Allgaier all coming down pit road. Allgaier and Creed find their pit boxes nice and early. Love a little bit further down pit road, and Allgaier way further down pit road. There we go. Hill already down and away with his pit stop. There goes Creed in his. And Austin Hill must have done 2 tires there or something because he got out way quicker than everybody else. Ryan Sieg, Dean Thompson, the front 3 off pit road. Love comes out with a 2-spot loss here as he comes out 4th. Creed 5th. Kligerman up to 6th. 7th is Allgaier. 8th, Haley. 9th, Burton. And running out your top 10 off pit road is Daniel Dye. A ton of changing of positions there inside the top 10. It's going to make for a fun restart. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Oh, cool. Thank you for the Patreon sub. Thanks. Yeah, we are chilling here. Hopefully everybody's having a good Let's see. Alright, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. And we're getting ready for this. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're still at commercial break and under the caution flag, so you're not missing much here. Just waiting for this one to all get cycled back around. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Okay, Brad, those shorts do not work with the fire suit outfit. Alright, so there we go. And we are just chilling out here again. We got, we also got just for other updates. If you guys are just joining us, again, Cup Series qualifying was rained out in addition to Xfinity Series qualifying earlier today. So the Cup Series starting grid is set by the metric from last week. So if things look a little bit scrambled up, that's why. Also, Connor Zilich did start the race, so he will be earning points for wherever Parker Kligerman ends up finishing to try and help keep him in the points hunt for the regular season championship. But yeah, it will be definitely pretty interesting to see here down the stretch. There we go. Alright, so Dean Thompson currently all the way up in the third position. Good job, Dean. Great pit stop and or tire strategy there. But yeah, Dean Thompson, the top Toyota. In fact, the front three different manufacturers. Hill in a Chevy, Sieg in a Ford, and Thompson in a Toyota. And in fact, two Fords inside the top six. Next Toyota isn't until 25th with Gray, considering a bunch of all the Toyotas were basically piled up in that one. Alright, so here we go. 35 laps to go. Lights are off on the pace car. We'll be going green with 34 to go this time by. 34 to go this time by. Here we go. Green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are back to racing. Alright, so 34 laps to go. Here we go. Ryan Sieg with a great push to Austin Hill. Wow, that is an incredible push there. Anthony Alfredo doing a passing through on pit road, I think. Not sure if he's coming down for a pit stop or if he had some sort of penalty there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Anthony Alfredo going all over the place there, and yeah, they opt to go ahead and throw the yellow flag as he is in a very sketchy situation there. All right, so there we go. All right, so again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. Let's see. Again, we're just chilling out here, hoping to see something go right here. I say, yeah, Parker Clearman up into the top 10. That'll be fun to see on the restart. Again, Austin Hill with a great restart there. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. This one is definitely going to test my patience, though, because again, as I said, I hate to have to call any of these short, but yeah, it's going to get late here. And I've sent the tentative time of 11 o'clock as probably my all in time. I think the race has got to be pretty close to over by then if I want to try and get done. If I want to try and get it all in tonight. But yeah, I'm not certain that we get through most of this one before 11. All right, let's see. right, there we go. All right, so yeah, so showing this driver swap again, where Zilich got out of the car and Clearman took over. There's honestly quite a bit going on there. Again, we've got 30 laps to go here. Clearman right in the middle of this fight, though. He's up into 5th place here, and he's gonna be looking for more when he gets a shot. There we go. Lights off on the pace car. The two RCR guys to the top. The next 3 to the bottom, including Creed and Sieg, the 2 Fords, both going to the bottom. Then you got Dean Thompson up top, Haley up top, Allgaier to the bottom, Burton to the top, and Dye to the bottom. So there we go. All right, so here we go. Pace car's off. We are getting ready to go back racing. Let's see. Green flag's out. 29 laps to go. And it's going to be Hill versus Creed on the front row. Hey, Anthony, how's it going? Again, the drag race down towards turn 1 here. Big push, but man, Austin Hill's car looks way too loose out here tonight. I mean, Austin Hill has not been able to handle much for pushing, but Ryan Sieg out in front of the field. He can go ahead and start blocking. Sorry, that's Sheldon Creed who can start to block both lanes. Ryan Sieg now looking up the inside, and he is looking like he might want to try and take that lead away. So again, right now we're just chilling out here. Thank you. Sorry if I'm a little bit off. I've been up since like 4 a.m. this morning, so I've got work at 4 a.m. at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so a little tired here. But we got Sheldon Creed on the top side, Ryan Sieg to the bottom here. Parker Kligerman driving in relief for the injured Connor Zilich. Zilich did start the race and drove it for the first 14 laps until we got our first caution flag. And a spin. It's Rajah Caruth goes spinning out the back of the pack. Looks like he is going to stay green here. Current leader is Ryan Sieg or Sheldon Creed, depending on exactly which minute you'll decide to look up at the scoreboard. But Ryan Sieg going to be able to hold it across the line. At the line, it's Ryan Sieg. So there we go. Rajah Caruth is going to go ahead and rejoin right back up. But yeah, it's a dead heat right now, side by side. Sheldon Creed now this time. He's got the nose out ahead. There we go. Rajah's bringing that one back to pit road, and we'll have to wait and see what this turns into here. Allgaier winning one of those stages definitely helps him in the points. Meanwhile, right now, the guy he's trying to fight with for points is currently having a top 5 day here. Again, here we go. The 88 and the 7 getting linked up together. Have to try and bring as many people on board as you can to try and win this one. Because, again, it is mostly a game of numbers. And, oh, there we go. Fastest lap. Eric Amarola there. Just took the fastest lap award. Alright, so there we go. Showing another replay of that one. Let's see. Ooh, 25 laps to go here. Working their way through this one. Let's see. Again, Creed has the momentum up top. The question is, does the shorter way around at some point start to pull this one back? 25 laps to go. All right, let's see. Come on. Again, we got Parker Kligerman doing a really good job here, all the way up into the 3rd place. Kligerman is doing an amazing job. Would love to see Kligerman get his first Xfinity Series win after essentially semi-retiring from, or not. Did he officially actually retire from Xfinity? I think he retired from full-time Xfinity Series racing after last year. Yeah, when he found out his ride would be going away. And yeah, now he's right back here, and he's potentially going to look for his first Xfinity Series win. And I think Kligerman could get it done. I mean, the Junior Motorsports cars are very fast. Maybe not quite RCR level fast, but they've been pretty strong, and hopefully they'll be able to pull something off here. Oh, man. Again, this deadlock at the front of the field is going to be interesting because they do have. I don't believe they have to make another pit stop. So as of right now, I mean, Creed, Sieg, could they be the ones to watch here? Alright, again, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Coming off the corner, Sheldon Creed with a big run to the line. Ryan Sieg, shorter way around the track. Sieg gets it by a hair there, 0.005. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out, waiting to see what's going to happen here. Again, these guys have got this thing. They're through 20 laps of the stage already. We may be on pace for a for a little over a 2-hour race, which if it wasn't for the long delay earlier, we would be actually pretty close to the end here. There we go. Again, we are chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. 14-time runner-up for Sheldon Creed. Most in Xfinity Series history without a win. There we go. Again, Ryan Sieg could really mess up this playoff bubble if he's able to go ahead and get this win tonight. That would very much burst this playoff bubble because that now moves Ryan Sieg into the playoffs, bumping out, I believe, that would be one of the Burtons. I think that would just leave both Burtons on the outside. And let's see. 19 laps to go here. Again, Ryan Sieg has finally kind of broken away from this side-by-side duel that he had going on, and now he's got Parker Kligerman to his rear bumper. Again, Kligerman would not affect the playoff standings for a lot of these drivers, so there's quite a few drivers rooting for Kligerman here to win this one and potentially take it away from Ryan Sieg. So obviously everybody wants to get the win themselves, but if you can't get the win yourself, sometimes looking for the next best option there is sometimes a resort that you have to go to. Because right now, coming into the night, it was Harrison Burton who had a 30-point lead on his cousin. Then you've got Ryan Sieg, who was 38 points below the cut line of Harrison Burton. Obviously, Harrison Burton, he was involved in that very first caution flag that led to the debris caution that took an hour and a half to clear. There we go. And we are just chilling out here. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time. All right, there we go. And we got Sieg, Kligerman, Allgaier. Oh, there's Allgaier Kligerman up to the back bumper here. All right, so right now the regular season points championship is a 10-point battle. 10 points separate what would be Zilich and the 7 cars. So there we go. That's going to be 6 points. Alright, so here we go. 16 laps to go. They're working their way through this one, again, pretty efficiently. It's just a matter of how long that early break was, so. Alright, so here we go again. We're just chilling out here. Here we go. Here comes Austin Hill on the bottom of the racetrack. Alright, again, right now we're just trying to get to the end of this one. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. And I apologize for not bringing more energy to the stream. It's just so late. 15 laps to go. Alright, come on. 15 laps to go. 15 more times around again. Ryan Sieg doing everything he can to try and hold on to this lead. Parker clear into second. Austin Hill creeping on up in the inside line. Ooh, man. We'll say under that last break, I kind of wish I had grabbed a drink or something because I could use the energy, but again, the Ryan Sieg taking this outside line and just freight training it around the outside. There we go. All right, 13 laps to go. Come on. All right, Ryan Sieg out in front of the field. I would love to see a Ryan Sieg victory. I always root for my fellow Ryans whenever possible. I'd love to see Cliggy get the win. Parker Kligerman. That would be amazing to see Cliggy get a win. So yeah, there we go. Kligerman. He's got Austin Hill looking to the inside on him. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Nice big run from the RCR guys here. All right, so again, 112 laps, or just 12 laps to go. 12 laps to go here. And oh, we got a spin and crash! We got the 54 Taylor Gray. We got the 51 of Jimmy Glenn. Alright, so yeah, we got caution flag out here. I might run and grab a drink then during this one so that we have something to try and perk up some energy because, we are it's been such a long day. Man, I am so tired. Man, the 54 looks like a wreck. Alright, man. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Alright, man. Alright, we got 10 laps to go. I am probably going to run upstairs and grab myself a drink, so I will be right back, guys. Just run a quick ad. we're back. We got 8 laps left to go. Let's go. Let's just get this one done here. This should be something. There we go. All right. Come on. Man. Man, we legitimately might see a Sieg or Kligerman win here tonight. Let's go. Man, again, this is really tough. There we go. Got the movement going. Let's go ahead and crack this open. All right. There we go. Again, we are chilling out here. We are 4 subscribers away from 3150. Let's go. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, that is good stuff. Not sponsored or anything, but I love supporting NASCAR sponsors, so yeah. As I say, my favorite energy drink, honestly, is Body Armor. It gives a nice, good energy kick there, so. Here we go. Choose come. We got Sieg and Kligerman to the front row. Hill and Allgaier to row 2. Love on the outside. He'll line up behind his teammate of Austin Hill. Creed to the inside behind Allgaier. DeBenedetto on the outside and Eckes to the inside. Smith and Burton rounding out row number 5. I think that's going to, as I say, we got 7 laps to go. I'm curious to see where we end up getting this one down to. So there we go. Ooh, man. I can do as I say, 1 sip can do quite a bit here. Ooh, yep. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Again, the locked in spots, you got Sanchez. Okay, why are they showing Sanchez is locked in? Did he win? All right. Not really sure, but yeah, again, right now, Ryan Sieg, the race leader. Has Sanchez won a race? Yeah, Nick Sanchez had a win, so I don't know why they were showing him as not without a lock when everybody else who has race wins was locked. Let's go ahead and skip around to ads here. And yeah, let's go ahead and enjoy this restart here. We'll have 6 laps to go. 6 to go when we take the green. All right, here we go. Pace car is off. Field in the hands of Sieg and Kligerman. Green flag is out. We are back to racing here. 6 laps to go. 6 more times around here for the NASCAR Xfinity Series race here at Daytona. And we have got ourselves, we got ourselves a very exciting finish here. Again, Parker Kligerman driving in relief for Connor Zilic. Could he potentially get Connor Zilic his 7th win of his season here? And Parker Kligerman his 1st of his career. That would be insane. Then we got, and yeah, that seems to be where the momentum is on the bottom of the racetrack. Problem is, no help behind them. The 2 cars on their own, all up at the front, but Kligerman able to clear. able to clear and move up the track. All guys gonna have to regroup here, and all the way to the top of the track. Here comes a hard charger way up at the top. That's the 70 of Leland Honeyman, and oh man, the double zero there of Creed got shuffled way to the bottom of the racetrack. Had to make a fairly gutsy move to try and get back on track, but I believe that is going to kill any momentum he may have had behind him. Yeah, Kligerman continuing to block both lanes, trying to go up and down with the momentum all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. Finds his, is that his teammate to his bumper? No, that's Austin Hill to his bumper. Austin Hill and Ryan Sieg side by side behind Kliggy. Parker Kligerman, 5 laps to go. Can Parker Kligerman hold on for 4 more laps? 4 laps to go for Parker Kligerman. 4 more times around. Oh, and a big crash behind Ryan Sieg. Multiple cars involved. Christian Eckes. I believe I saw DiBenedetto in there and multiple others. Harrison Burton's in it. The 19 of Amarola's in it. Daniel Dye is in it. And more. Oh my gosh. That was a big crash. Man, that was a big crash. Caution flag is out and we're going overtime racing, boys. There we go. Man, that was some exciting racing. Feel awful for my fellow Ryan there, Ryan Sieg. But Kliggy survived another one here. Now the question is, can Kliggy survive a restart with Austin Hill? Leland Honeyman in the mix as well. Jesse Love in the mix. Creed, Sammy Smith. I mean, the fact that you got 3 junior motorsports cars in that top 7 should bode well for him, but problem is that Hill has proven on multiple occasions to be able to outduel 4 junior motorsports cars working together. So I am curious as to how efficient Hill will be here. We also got the 45 of the 45 of Josh Williams is also gone and was part of that wreck as well. So here we go. Here's the replay. The 70 trying to make something happen and the 70 of Leland Honeyman just completely junks the 39 and 39 catches literally everybody behind him there. 39 tries to go up to block. Probably honestly goes up a little too high in it. I think that was probably mostly on the 39 actually, looking at the aggressive block and the fact that he moved up probably about a half lane further than he really should have. Alright, so there we go. We're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. 39 of 39C just gets absolutely wrecked. And hopefully all these drivers are okay, because there's a lot of cars torn up here. And you just never know how serious an impact is until you get the chance to talk to the drivers afterwards. Sometimes it won't look like much, and they'll say it's the hardest hit of their career. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll look like a ton, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, just a little bump." So there we go. Again, Taylor Gray and Sheldon Creed. If we get one more surprise winner, Taylor Gray versus Sheldon Creed is going to be insane down the stretch on the for that last playoff spot. That was that one's Sheldon Creed versus Taylor Gray, heads up. Basically, they had a 1-point difference entering this race. I think Sheldon Creed may have gotten some stage points over that one, but we've still got time. Still plenty of time for this race to change. All right, so let's see. Creed did get 6 stage points, and Taylor Gray got 3. So there is that's a 3-point swing in Creed's favor, and Creed had a 1-point lead coming in, so he's currently got a 4-point lead over Gray, assuming they were to finish in the exact same position, which at this point is probably extremely unlikely. So yeah, Ryan Sieg and his team are gonna try and see if they can fix this car. Realistically, there's not much they're gonna be able to do here, especially not if they go a lap down. But there you go, Sheldon Creed's team going to work as well, trying to see if they can get him back out there, maybe salvage a point or two. Because again, if you do have that surprise winner, you want to make sure you have more points and the ability to go ahead and make a deep playoff run. So yeah, there we go. A lot of work being done to these cars. I'm not sure all of it's going to even be fixable here. Jeb Burton's car heads back out onto the track, so he is good, or at least he thinks he's good. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. And going into a 2-lap overtime restart here, Cleggy on the front row is going to be insane down the stretch here. Talking with Marty Lindy, the crew chief there for Kligerman. Parker Cleggy, let's go. Whew, there we go. All right, let's go. Let's say Connor Zillage up there watching what might be his 7th career, his 8th career NASCAR Xfinity Series win, his 7th this season. And he isn't even going to be the one to drive it to that victory lane potentially, which would be a really weird thing. I think it would be the first time in recent NASCAR memory, at least, that a driver has started the race, gone to a reserve, and then passed it on there. All right, here we go. We should be coming to the choose cone this time by. Choose cone this time by. And it's going to be. What's it going to be here? Trying to keep it as close to the chest as possible. Oh, Austin Hill backs way off here. I don't know if the lights stay on the pace car. Never mind, we're not going choose cone this time. All right, here we go. Come on, coming back around for the for yet another shot at the choose cone. Come on. All right, we've hit 11 o'clock, but we're right there at the end here. Come on. Showing the ending to this, showing the Texas race the last time Zilich was out with an injury and Kyle Larson steamrolled to a race win. I'm going to say, if this is the case, I mean, honestly, for the Owners' Championship, maybe Zilich just needs to stay out of the car. It's weird because Zilich has also just been dominating when he's been in the car, too, so. Alright, we're getting marked 4 laps to go, which means we should be getting the choose cone next time, this coming time by here. There we go. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Alright, here we go. Lights are going to be going off on the pace car. Yep, lights are off on the pace car. Choose cone. Alright, we got Cliggy on the bottom. Austin Hill up top. Allgaier to the bottom. Leland Honeyman to the top. Love not going with his teammate. That's a little bit weird. Sammy Smith also not going with his 2 teammates on bottom, although Love had already filled that spot, so Sammy Smith couldn't take it. I'm really going to be curious to see how Leland Honeyman does in that second row, because we saw how aggressive he was on that last restart. Can't imagine that this restart's going to be any calmer for the driver of car 70. So yeah, here we go. They've done the choose here. We got Mayer and Jones, row 4. Row 5 was Sanchez and Brennan Poole. Brennan Poole with a pretty good finish here as well, if he can just hang on to this one. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. Alright, let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Let's see. Alright, so here we go. We're getting ready for this one. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Alright, here we go. Richard Childress up on top here. And one car way off the pace. His pace car is off. And we're green flag racing in overtime here at Daytona International Speedway. Kligerman and Hill on the front row. And Austin Hill kind of shoves Honeyman up the track. 3 wide behind. And Austin Hill has lost his momentum. Parker Kligerman out into the race lead. Are we about to see a Parker Kligerman race win? Let's see it. Come on, let's see it. Cliggy. Parker Kligerman up to the top to block. Yeah. And Sammy Smith to the bottom. Smith to the middle. Allgaier on bottom. Continuing to block for Parker Kligerman. Parker. Come on. Let's go, Cliggy. Cliggy out in front of this race. Coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. The last lap for Connor Zilich's relief driver, Parker Kligerman, looking for his first career win of his career. Zilich looking for his 7th win of the season, 8th win of his very short career so far. A good push from Sammy Smith gets him out in front of the field. Parker Kligerman leads down the back straightaway, 2 teammates behind, and nobody's putting any pressure on the back bumper of that 88 car here. Oh, the 48 up into the fence. 48 of Nick Sanchez, and they're going to wreck behind. Big crash behind takes out most of the field. About 7 cars survive. And Parker Kligerman, white flag is already out. He will come down and take the checkered flag. Parker Kligerman's first career NASCAR NASCAR Xfinity Series win. And Connor Zilisch will get the points and the playoff points. And ultimately, that start was a very smart choice by Parker Kligerman to at least start this one. By Connor Zilisch to start this one and let Parker Kligerman wrap it up. Kligerman with the race win. Let's go. Parker Kligerman. The 2-lap overtime restart. But yeah, there we go. It's been a while since we've seen this, but yeah, it's a Parker Kligerman Daytona race winner for Connor Zilisch. Yeah, Zilisch has got to go out there celebrate with his relief driver there. He owes him a lot there for that one. So Connor Zilisch, 19-year-old kid, broke his collarbone 13 days ago. Had a surgery so that he could at least pilot the car to start the day. Hands it off to Kligerman, and Parker Kligerman pilots it to victory lane here at Daytona International Speedway. I don't care that it doesn't count in the record book for Kligerman. Parker Kligerman and I will both know that this is Parker Kligerman's win. Let's go. Cliggy, Cliggy, Cliggy. Oh, man. Gotta love it. So there we go. Man, I love seeing that. Unfortunately, just due to time constraints, I am going to have to hop off here without doing the full credits. But a quick shout out to our top 10 finishers. I will go through the top 10. I just don't have time to go through the full 30 car finishing list. So, again, Zilisch first. Allgaier coming home second. Third, Sammy Smith. Fourth is going to be Sam Mayer. Fifth is going to be Jesse Love. Sixth, Brandon Jones. Seventh, Dean Thompson. Eighth, Brennan Poole. Ninth will be Garrett Smithley. And Ryan Ellis rounding out your top 10. And quick shout out to 11th place driver, friend of the channel, Carson Quapple as well. So that is your top 11 drivers. Basically, everybody behind that was all piled up there at the end. So, any results past that are going to be absolutely ineffective. And, they're talking about going and planting the checkered flag. Are they going to go plant it in the Daytona grass? Here we go. Kligerman. Where is he going to plant it? Oh, right at the end. Okay, weird. I would have expected you. Oh, he's trying to. Oh, he broke it. He broke the checkered flag. He broke the checkered flag. Are you kidding me? He broke the checkered flag. Parker Kligerman wins the race, breaks the checkered flag. Oh, man. That is hopefully he passes tech inspection because they just brought that up. And, yeah, let's hope that didn't just announce commentator curse him on the mention of the tech inspection line. But again, as I said, I got to get to bed. I got work in the morning, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, so you guys don't miss any future videos, live streams. Again, we'll be back for the NASCAR Cup Series race tomorrow evenings around 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video, live stream, whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you guys next video, live stream, or whatever you guys decide to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye.